The USS Fieri is made up of a mixed lot, from a logical Vulcan to a happy-go-lucky captain and a serious security officer. But may we all become greater than the sum of our parts. Or maybe we all die.
Welcome to Bastard Quest. I'm your Game Bastard Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.
We're once again playing Modifius's Star Trek 2D20 system, Star Trek Adventures, fun times. Everything's going great for the crew of the USS Fieri.
Because when I think Star Trek, I think fun times in space.
Hey, Shatner was having a great time.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was fucking a lot.
Yeah.
I said he was having a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what are alien STDs like?
Glowing.
Because he got some, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
So you can't mistake them in the dark.
That's right.
there's no way he didn't pick up something somewhere.
They're tribbles. That's how they
Is that
got
the slang term for it?
Well, no, that's how they got the tribbles. I mean, it's Kirk brought them on the ship because he got them.
That explains why Bones was mad at him all the time. I just got 7 Klingon STDs out of your system, and you go gallivanting on the moons of Thorax. Anyway, we're playing Star Trek. The guys are running a USS Federation starship, the Fieri. Todd, who are you playing?
I am playing Jerry, the Vulcan. He's the science officer.
Corey?
I'm playing Cap'n Cham.
Austin?
And I'm playing Dash Kratos, the security officer.
As we join the USS Fieri, this is mid-adventure, so you might want to go back a couple episodes. The USS Fieri is en route to the Shackleton Expanse and Narendra Station. They've detected a long-range communication coming from the Fieri itself, and they have isolated suspects in the dive, which is the Fieri's version of that, I don't know, wherever Whoopi Goldberg worked on Enterprise.
They got really good jalapeno poppers.
They have amazing jalapeno poppers. But they've also detected a Klingon Bird of Prey approaching them from behind, also at warp. So we're in the dive. It's dimly lit. There's security officers led by Dash Kratos, and they have 2 suspects, a Vulcan and a Klingon. Both are former members of the Dallas.
Now, the Vulcan has already come quietly.
Yeah, he's just standing there, near one of the security officers, not like the Klingon. And he's yelling Klingon words at the security officers. He hasn't brandished any weapons, but he's a Klingon.
Yeah.
He works out. What does Kratos do, Austin?
All right, well, the first thing Dash does is he, never taking his eyes off the Klingon, he kind of raises his phaser and just switches it over to stun and then says...
So he usually keeps it in kill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, any responsible gun
What did
owner.
I just fucking say? He's in law enforcement.
Oh, well.
So the Klingon looks at him and goes, I figured a Tellarite like you would have to rely on a coward's weapon.
Well, if you'd rather settle this the old-fashioned way, that is also non-lethal.
Oh, yeah, he's down.
Cool.
He wants to punch you in the face.
Dash sets his phaser off to the side on a table.
He immediately hurls the bug of beer at you.
All right.
1 and a 19. Okay, so he hit with his crit. He's going to create a complication, which you could take as a momentum, or if you have some idea of what that would do, you can say that now.
Yeah, I'll just take that momentum.
Okay. And he's going to do 4 damage, or 4 challenge dice.
Wait, the
Jesus Christ, really? With a mug?
Full of beer thrown by a Klingon.
Oh, well.
That hit you in the head.
Space beer's heavier.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 6 damage, and the effect is that you're soaked in beer.
Kyle, did I just sustain a fucking injury
Yeah.
from a mug of beer?
Well, it's ceramic, and it just hits you in the face.
It's handmade.
It shatters and like chunks of it are sticking in his face.
Have you seen Space Hops?
Yeah.
Just horrifying.
Size of softballs. Yes. Yeah, so you take an injury, cut and beer covered.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the name of your injury.
I still have 9 stress left.
Now it's non-lethal. Mechanically, I don't recall what that means, but it's fine. Your turn.
Okay.
The Klingon is laughing. He's just laughing uproariously.
All right. As he steps deliberately toward the Klingon, Dash just pulls the shards of mug out of his face.
The Vulcan steps back like, I am not with this guy.
And holding the shards of mug in between his knuckles, like little
Oh, nice.
sharp
Yeah.
knuckle dusters.
That the
He
Klingons,
throws a vicious punch right into the Klingon's face.
Klingon is super amped about that. Yeah.
So melee. So this is what is this? Daring, fitness.
I think so. Daring. Yeah,
Okay,
daring sounds cool.
So that makes my target number 15.
Fitting his fist in your face.
Was my difficulty 1 here? This is close range.
Yeah, I believe all basic melee attacks are close range unless he has like armor or something, but he doesn't.
All right. Well, I rolled an 18, but there's a 2, and I have a focus in hand-to-hand combat, so that is a crit.
Nice.
And I'm just going to use that extra success for extra damage.
Okay.
So I think a base melee damage for a Tellarite like Dash is going to be 3 dice, and then I've got bonus damage to add on top of that. So let's make this roll first.
Okay, so as powerful as a proton torpedo is what you're saying. Actually, the mug of beer is more powerful than a proton torpedo. What is this G.I. Joe shit that is happening right now?
Yeah, I agree.
Except those are different scales, and a mug of beer would have no effect on a ship.
Oh.
Ironically, before we started recording, we were discussing the scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark where Indiana Jones shoots the swordsman. This could have all been avoided if he had just shot him with the phaser.
Yeah, absolutely could. Also, I'm rolling my damage roll with some new Norse Foundry metal die.
Oh, yeah. We
Heck
got
yeah.
a bunch of new ones, and they are some lookers, let me tell you.
Listen to this.
Fucking kick ass.
Listen to this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
That crushed Todd's toe.
So 2 damage and an effect plus bonus damage 5. So total of 7.
Klingon goes back, nose bleeding. Ah! There's scrapes from the ceramic. And then we're just going to do, we're not going to do a blow by blow. We're just going to do a versus test here.
Okay.
Both of you are fitness opposed to see who can outlast the other. Now, I'm going to say he's a Klingon, so he's going to have some talent that lets him re-roll 1 die. I don't know what that talent is, but I'm sure it's in the book.
Oh, so does Dash.
Do you actually have that?
I mean, I've got hand-to-hand combat as a focus. And let's see. I don't know. Why don't I look at my talents?
Hey, players, read your character sheets. He just got 1 success. So now, Corey, while Austin is looking that up, why don't you roll a sensors and security, probably.
Okay. Sensors is 9, security is a 2.
It's difficulty 3.
Okay, I got a 12 and an 8, so 1 success.
Okay, we'll come back to that.
All right. I'm making my roll. So target number 15. Okay, I'm going to spend a point of determination and just re-roll both of those. I got 1 success, but I can do better than that. Oh, yeah. Knock that the fuck out. 3 successes.
Okay, you can describe, if you wish, what this fight looks like between Dash and the Klingon and how Dash comes out a winner.
Dash uses a couple more punches directly to the face to knock the Klingon back into the bar. And as soon as he gets him pinned to the bar, he takes the hand that he used to throw the mug at him and takes those little shards and just starts smashing the hand over and over and mutilates it so that he can't use it anymore. Then just keeps elbowing the Klingon in the face until he knocks him down finally and can be subdued by the security team.
It's very Star Trek.
This episode directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Jesus.
So the security team, they all come in and like, Jesus, boss. Just start dragging the Klingon away, who's just laughing, spitting out bits of broken Klingon teeth. Good fight, Tellarite. I wish your mother hadn't looked so much like a rock that your father... And he just rambles off with some horrible insult.
That was a good one, Mr. Klingon. Now go with these people gently.
Yeah, he
Okay.
lets himself be dragged off. He had fun, and his honor is satisfied. Well, what do you do next, Austin? What does Dash do?
He kind of wipes some of the blood off his face. And then he goes and sits calmly at the table where the Vulcan is sitting.
What Vulcan?
Oh, did they already take him away?
Nope.
Oh, did my security team just let this dude fucking wander off?
You mean while they were distracted while you were pummeling a
God
Klingon
damn it.
into a bar?
What a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah, he's gone.
Sure, blame it on your team.
Yeah, who taught him?
I literally posted these dudes at the exits when we came in.
Hey, any business, but any problem starts from the top down, sir.
That's right.
Sure.
No, why do you think I had Corey roll for the crew midway through the fight?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So it's Corey's fault then.
I like to blame all my players equally. And even though Todd didn't fuck up here, I like to think he would have.
Okay. All right. Well, shit. Well, I don't know. I guess I go back and talk to the captain.
So on the bridge, Ensign Schreffler, the Ferengi, is looking, the communications officer is looking at the captain. So that Klingon Bird of Prey is still kind of captain.
Ah, dang it. Maybe we could spray a smoke at him backwards. Do we got anything like that?
Schreffler shrugs. A couple of the other crew members on the bridge look at each other.
So how far away are we from Narendra Station?
You're still multiple hours away at warp speed.
And how close is the Klingon Bird of Prey at this point?
An hour or two behind you.
Okay. So I guess our options are keep on going and try to outrun it. You can't fight in warp, I don't think.
I don't think so. I think that happened in one of the Abrams movies.
Yeah, but that was,
But-
I don't accept that.
Yeah. I mean, agreed.
There was also a second transport in one of the Abrams movies. Not Star Trek, but
Oh, yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they could like catch up to you and start shooting. Because, I mean, phasers don't go faster than light. And you're going faster than light, so.
Yeah. Phasers are light, technically, at the end of the day.
Right. Which they do not go faster than.
You can still communicate in warp, right? You can send messages.
As far as I know.
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Wait, quick question. Would we be able to do that thing they do sometimes in car chases where like we slam on our brakes and then they just keep going like past us?
Or we pull
Yeah.
the emergency brake and spin around and stop and shoot at them.
Or we shoot a grapple hook at a planet and do a quick 90-degree turn.
Right, yeah.
Well, in Star Trek, you whip around the sun using its gravity. And then we go back in time and we see our granny that's dead.
I'm fine with any or all of these. I think they're great ideas.
I don't want to go back in time. Sad things happen in past.
And that's as much backstory for Cham as you're going to get.
Hey there, Schreffler. Open the hailing frequency at the Narendra stations.
Okay, Captain.
Thank you.
Schreffler opens a subspace transmission to Narendra Station. Takes a few minutes, but quickly the view screen opens onto a Starfleet officer. It is Commander Sean Weeks.
Patreon member Sean Weeks. Thank you, Sean.
Good morning, Fieri.
Hey there, Commander. This is Captain Cham of the USS Fieri. Tonight's dinner specials, hand-cut fries and ribs.
Oh, that sounds so delicious.
Yeah.
I hope you have some left by the time you get to Narendra Station, where, of course, I am.
Yeah, we'll fill your bellies.
Of course, my full name is Shandakovich.
Ah,
Weekslikoff.
that's nice. Anyway, things are kind of bugaboo around here on the ship.
Oh, that is bad. Do you have beets?
So, what?
Nothing. Go on.
What is a vegetable?
We will have talk with ship's computer when you get here.
Anyway, the Dallas got blown up,
Oh, no.
but we picked up most of the people.
Dallas, Texas? Or like ship Dallas?
That ship
Because it was supposed to be here today, but it is not.
is not coming.
That is bad.
So we got blown up, but we got a bunch of the peoples with us, but the Klingons are the ones that shooted it.
You hear a voice from behind Commander Weeks. What the fuck? Sounds very Klingon.
Yeah, I don't know what happened because Klingons are supposed to be our bodies.
Like there's a Klingon like pushing into the image. We're good guys now.
Yeah, I know, right? What happened?
And Weeks just pushes him out of the way. It's okay, Brian. It'll be fine.
Brian.
That is not his real name, but I cannot pronounce Klingon names.
It's spelled BRN.
Look, we're all hubby-bobby here on Narendra Station. There are 2 Klingon ships here, no problem.
Well, one of them's chasing us right now. Well, bird of prey.
Okay, that is bad. Well, you're still 17 hours from Narendra Station. I will send a Klingon ship and a Federation ship here to intercept you, to help.
Oh, that'd be awesome, dude. Thank you.
But the attack Dallas?
They blew it up.
You must get evidence you can. If this is Klingon attack, we have to be able to give to their High Council.
I'm pretty sure one of us recorded it on a phone.
That is pretty good. What do you have? I got new Android 48.
Well, we got a TikTok officer.
Yeah.
He always filming.
Okay, so they're going to dispatch a Klingon Bird of Prey and a Federation ship to intercept you, but it'll be 8 hours or so before that happens.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Transmission's off. So, look, your Federation Galaxy-class ship is easily as fast as a Klingon Cavort-class Bird of Prey. You should have no problem maintaining warp, and it's not like it's going to overtake you and lay an ambush. I don't even think you could ambush something that's moving at warp speed.
Right. No, as long as we stay in warp,
You're fine.
good.
Well, I guess we could play some racquetball or something for a while we're waiting. That's what this whole episode could be. We'll just roll. We'll roll to see who wins.
Captain, we have a problem.
What happened?
We've captured one of the traitorous crew members, a Klingon that I got into fisticuffs with.
Oh, man.
But there's a Vulcan still running loose on the ship.
Captain, I'll go down and mind meld with this captured Klingon, see what I can find, and if we can get our hands on this Vulcan, then I'll do the same to him.
Yeah, you got the shining. It's cool when you do that, that magic touching thing.
Is Captain Winter with us, or
He's with his crew, most of which are medical, but he's on the ship.
I summon him?
Do you ask him to come to the bridge, or do you just bleep, call him?
Yeah, I call him.
Yes, Captain Champ.
Hey, Captain Winter, we got problems, man.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, one of your dudes is missing. It's the Vulcan. Can you tell me anything about him?
It was my understanding that Lieutenant Commander Zadar was killed on the Dallas.
Zadar, like Robert Zadar, where he's got a big chin?
I don't know. Maybe they're related. I don't know.
He's a descendant of Robert Zadar.
Robert Zadar was a Vulcan.
Nah, he alive and well there, buddy. We got him off. But he runned off when we tried to talk at him.
I guess his arm has been patched. I
don't know.
Well, I mean, I was there when they took Zadar to medical. It basically lost full use of his left arm. It was almost cut in half. And I didn't think he was evacuated because he was dead.
Excuse me, but Dash, you got to look at him. Did he have both arms?
He was completely uninjured.
He was completely uninjured when I saw him. Is there a way for someone to masquerade as this Vulcan?
Winter says, well, that's impossible. I saw Lieutenant Commander Zadar be injured. There was no way he could have recovered that quickly.
All right, so either we have a Vulcan that can magically repair himself, or there's a racist on this ship doing Vulcan face.
Could be a beta unit.
And Ensign Traveler says, sir, the Klingon Bird of Prey is increasing speed. It's gaining. It will now be adjacent to us in 45 minutes.
Okay, we better speed up too then.
In the meantime, we need to comb the ship. We don't want anyone on board that could sabotage our warp speed machines. What is it?
Warp core.
Okay.
Warp core.
Okay, I'll say that again.
Warp speed machines. We're huge Trek.
Warp core is a music genre.
It's big on Gallon 5.
In the meantime, we better find this Vulcan. We don't want anyone on board the ship that can sabotage the warp core.
Okay.
I'll go talk to the Klingon.
And I'll start searching the ship.
Okay, sound good. Good jobs, everybody.
Okay, Dash is searching the ship. Jerry is going down to, I guess, security, where they would have prisoners.
Sure.
And Cham is on the bridge having some nachos.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to try to get to increase speed?
Yeah, I mean, I want to put some time and distance between us for the time being and hopefully be able to rendezvous with the other ships that are coming this way.
Okay, Corey, what is the ship's current power rating?
Current power is 15.
Okay, so to increase speed, you have to essentially spend power. We'll say you're already going at warp 5.
Okay.
So essentially, to increase speed, to outpace the Klingon, you're going to have to spend some amount of power. And they'll spend some of their power. Now, I'm not going to tell you how much they're going to spend.
Oh.
You'll have to spend more than them and beat them on the roll.
Okay.
This is just like betting on the frog races back in my country. It's a gambling.
Yeah.
Okay.
How much do you want to spend?
I'm going to spend 6 power.
Oh, okay.
And now we got to have a roll off.
So it'll be a roll off. We'll just we'll roll each ship's engines and con, and whoever gets more success wins.
Okay. The Fieri's engines are 11. Its con is 2. So target number 13.
They are 9 and 3. And I'm going to spend a threat.
So can there be some assistance in this?
Potentially, sure.
Like, could Cham assist
Yeah.
helmsman, oarsman?
Sure.
Cham comes up behind helmsman, oarsman, and starts giving him a shoulder rub.
You're so good at your job.
I thought you were going to say he starts ratatouilleing him.
Yeah. So Herc Oarsman, ensign, his big handlebar mustache. Thank you, Captain.
So I think this would be presence and command.
Sure.
Okay.
That sounds good to me.
Well, Cham also has a talent called Advisor. Whenever you assist using your command discipline, the character being assisted may reroll 1d20. So that would be the
Oh.
ship in this case.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good for her.
Okay. Well, it's an 18.
Nice.
Shit.
He says, actually, Captain, I just started seeing someone.
Okay, so we're just having a roll off here.
Yes, sir.
Well, I got one success, an 8 and a 14.
I got an 18, a 6, and a 5. Yeah. So over the next 30 minutes, the Fieri's pouring power from the core into the engines, and the Bird of Prey is doing the same. It's a lighter ship, so it is gaining on the Fieri, and pretty soon it is moving at the same pace, just in galactic terms, only a few thousand kilometers behind, which is quite close.
Tailgating big time.
Big time.
Or as they say in Smokey and the Bandit, tail grabbing our ass.
Well, yeah.
And Ensign Oarsman says, Captain, with increased speed, we're only 5 hours from the rendezvous.
Well, that's not going to be good enough.
Shoot.
Now, meanwhile, Jerry is in security, talking to a Klingon who's on the other side of a force field. His nose is broken. There's blood all over him. Some of it his, some of it Dash's. His uniform is ripped, but he seems happy as a clam.
Well, first of all, I want to apologize for our security officer. He gets emotional.
Klingon words that contain Vulcan racism. Now, does Jerry speak Klingon?
One of his focuses is linguistics.
Oh,
So,
he definitely speaks Klingon.
yes.
He just insulted all Vulcans. Horribly.
Fortunately, Mr. Klingon, I have completed the Kolinar and pervious to insults. I'm a cold, unfeeling, emotionless being.
You look terrible in your uniform.
Now you
Wow.
take that back.
The Kolinar has been broken.
Unfortunately, the Kolinar does not cover fashion sense. That hurt.
So you guys have identified this Klingon as Ensign Kabussi.
So, let me tell you what's about to happen here, Ensign Kabussi.
Patreon member Kenny Bussy.
I'm gonna take my hand and put it to your face, and our minds are gonna meld. I don't know why I said meld.
He spits a big glob of blood on the floor of the cell. You're welcome to try.
This man's hand is crippled.
He
right?
doesn't seem to mind.
Okay.
Jerry looks at the nearest security officer and says, "Disable the force field if you don't mind."
The Klingon stands up, gets ready, gets set, and the security officer says, "All right, you're the boss, sir." And he disables the force field.
Jerry hits the Klingon with his phaser set to stun.
All right, roll your attack, and the Klingon is going to roll his lunge.
So that's going to be a target number 11.
Difficulty 1, or difficulty 2 for ranged attacks.
Ooh, that's a 1 and a 6.
Ooh, that sounds like 3 successes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, he only got 2, so you generate 1 momentum, and you don't have to roll. He's already been in a fight. His stress is down. He lunges, and the stun hits him in midair, and he falls. Clump.
So Jerry touches his face with his hand formed like the thing you do with the mind meld.
Roll your mind meld.
Insight and science to mind meld. That's a target number 15. Okay, well, got a 16 and a 14, so 1 success. If the mind meld is successful, you link minds with the participant, sharing thoughts and memories. Momentum can be spent to gain more information or go deeper. So I am going to do that. I'm going to spend a momentum so that...
So initially, you get the fight with him and Dash which from the Klingons' point of view is just a hilarious good time. He'd always wanted to throw a mug of ale at somebody.
Jerry laughs for the first time in his life.
And then there's more, it's a very confused series of emotions on the Dallas, where he's helping people get to the transporter room, moving about the ship while it's under fire from, well, presumably a Klingon. And you're going to spend momentum to zero in more, you said?
Yes.
What are you zeroing in on?
I'm going to zero in on the time on the Fieri when we know that that communication was sent at that particular moment.
At that particular moment, he is working through his third mug of ale. Apparently, when Dash arrived, he was on his seventh.
Okay, so...
He came into the dive after he left medical and immediately started drinking.
And that's it.
That's it. He does nothing else. And he has conflicted emotions. Why did a Klingon ship attack us? We are holding to the treaty. This is foolish. When I get those bat fuckers, I'm going to ram a batlet so far up their asshole, they're going to have to ski for the rest of their life because it's going to be like, so I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's going to be bad.
Jerry immediately pulls his hand back and is sweating. Angered.
You got a little bit of Klingon ale aftertaste in your mouth. The security team drag him back to his cell and put him on a cot.
Security. When this man wakes up, you're going to set him free.
They look at each other. Okay.
So I get on my communicator and call Dash and Captain Cham. Bad news, or I guess you could call it good news. I don't know. But anyway, this Klingon gentleman had nothing to do with sending that transmission. I've ordered his release. It looks like it was the Vulcan.
Okay, good job there, Diary.
All right, well, guys, that's my bad.
Yeah, you beat up an innocent dude, Dash. We talked about this.
Stop doing that.
What? Cham is just getting increasingly
Flustered.
Yeah, this is mad Cham.
Angry Cham.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dash, you can probably expect a visit sometime soon from the NAAKP.
That's fine. I'll do the traditional turn over my phaser for the one day.
He has to do it in a mirror because he's the security chief. Okay, so Austin, Dash is trying to track the Vulcan.
Yeah, so the first thing he does is he reviews the personnel files for the Dallas and makes sure that the Vulcan that they were talking about up on the bridge is the same Vulcan that the captain was referring to. What I'm basically doing, so we were speaking about a Vulcan that was a part of the crew.
Lieutenant Commander Zadar.
Yeah, that was brought on board with an injury and was taken to the medical bay.
Well, hold on. Let me clarify. He was injured on the Dallas, and he was taken to Dallas Medical.
Oh, and that's the last time the captain saw him?
Yes, because he, according to the captain, Winters died, and
Okay.
they didn't transport bodies.
Okay. And then we saw a Vulcan in the dive.
Correct.
Uninjured.
Yes. So if it was the same person, there is something fishy going on, like somebody masquerading or whatnot. But if it was an entirely different Vulcan and was just a stowaway or something.
Well, the personnel files, it does not look like the same person when you review them.
Okay. All right. So then so we know we're not looking for this Zadar.
No. Lieutenant Commander Zadar, and it's confirmed from the Dallas's medical team that he died. For sure.
Zadar has fallen.
Yeah. And there were no other Vulcans on the Dallas's crew manifest.
Okay. And it's definitely not a member of our crew.
No.
Okay. All right. So then we at least have an idea of what we're shooting for now. So Dash relays that message back to the captain and then begins, he takes a security team and begins a sweep of the ship, starting with the area surrounding the warp core.
Okay. What skills are you using? I presume security.
Yeah, security and I would say insight probably.
Okay.
Can the Fieri help with this?
Yeah. I mean,
Like scan the area? I don't know if there's a
Sensors.
way to... Yeah, I've got sensor skill and then I guess security.
yeah, the ship can absolutely assist.
Okay, cool.
What's the target number we're going for here, Kyle?
3.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll for the Fieri.
Okay.
Target number's 11. That's a 4.
Excellent. And my target number is a 16. 10 and a 14. So 3 successes total.
So the sweep starts. The bridge crew is also using sensors to try to track various members of the Dallas and the Fieri crew, isolate any Vulcan life signs, which, the ship's sensors generally don't parse that fine. It's just more about, there's a life form here. It's person-sized. So they start triangulating and zooming in, so to speak. Members of the security team clear engineering, and then you get a call. Lieutenant Commander Kratos, teleport pad B is sealed from the inside, and we're unable to raise the operator.
Everyone report to teleport pad B.
So security crews start running from across the ship, and that's when on the bridge, Captain Chim, what does Cham's chair look like?
It's more of a beanbag.
Sure.
Fucking nice.
It's got Crash Bandicoot on it. It's the national animal of this country. I love that little critter.
Ensign Schruffler turns, Captain, the Klingon ship is powering up its teleporters.
Oh, man. Are they allowed to do that?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess it's their ship.
I can tell them to stop, I guess. So, Kratos and 2 security officers have made it to the teleport room. The door is sealed from the inside. How are you going to try to bust in quickly? You need to get in fast.
Can someone on the bridge override the access doors to the teleporters?
Probably.
I'm good at computers.
There we go.
Then Dash gets on his communicator and says, "Someone on the bridge, shut down the transporter and open up the doors."
Jerry sits down and he pats the computer on the head. That's a good girl.
That's all it takes.
The computer
No.
head.
Just have a vaguely humanoid head.
So I will use Insight and Science once again, which is a target number 15, and I have a focus in computers. What's the difficulty, Kyle?
Difficulty 2.
Can the ship assist with its computer systems?
Yeah.
Okay, I think it'd be computers and engineering.
I'd say security more than engineering.
Okay. Be target number 12. That's a 17. The ship sucks.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Jerry also has a talent of technical expertise. Whenever I attempt a task assisted by the ship's computer, I can re-roll 1d20, which may be the ship's die.
Oh, cool. Okay, I'll re-roll it. That's a 20.
Fantastic.
You did your best, Jerry.
Add a threat.
We got some momentum there. If you
Yeah, I'm going to spend this momentum because I feel like it's of utmost importance that we catch this guy.
You
Yeah.
want more dice?
So, I've got
You want
3.
some more? I mean, you can always use more, right? I'll just take some threat.
Yeah, how many threat do you want, Kyle?
I'll take just one. You can have an extra die.
Okay, that'll be
Wait,
4.
no, this is your second die, so I'd have to take 2. Because you
Take-
used a momentum.
Take
too.
2, Kyle.
Cool.
So I've got 4 d20s.
Yep.
Against difficulty 2.
Yes.
What could go wrong?
Right? Well, there's a 20.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, wait, but there's an 8, a 7, and a 9.
Yay.
So that's 3 successes and 1 complication.
So you only needed 2 successes, so you generate a momentum, unless you have something you want to do with it right this second.
No, I'll go ahead and bank that.
The doors snap open. You can see the shimmer effect is starting to happen. He is in the process of teleporting off of the Fieri.
Dash moves to tackle him.
Cool.
So this is going to be fitness and security.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Yeah. What's my difficulty here?
I'm going to say, okay, so to hit him, to disrupt the transporter, it's not hard. Like, you're just football tackling. So it's only difficulty 1.
Okay.
But the complication range is massive because of something horrible going wrong to your bodies.
Okay.
So I'm going to say the complication range is 6.
Okay.
15 or above is a complication.
Okay.
But the difficulty is just 1 for hitting him.
So my target number is going to be a 15.
And I'll go ahead and spend a threat. Todd gave me so many of them. The difficulty 2.
Okay. Then I'm going to spend that momentum and get a third die.
Yeah, with that high difficulty range, complication range, just take more dice.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's a 12 and a 7, but there's a 19.
Nice. And just to make this more dire, I'm going to spend another threat. Dash slams into the Vulcan, knocks him down. It's like a football player just slam dunking a nerd. The Vulcan goes spinning across the room. Dash is about to say something quippy when he is teleported away. Cool.
Oh, man.
Security team runs in, just starts stuns the Vulcan, grabs him, drags him out. On the bridge, there's some confusion. Schreffler's trying to contact Dash. His communicator isn't picking up. One of the security officers from the teleporter bay contacts the bridge. Captain, we've secured the Vulcan, but unfortunately, Sir Commander Dash has been teleported away.
Oh, man. That's not good for him. Well, you're promoted.
Admiral Piet.
Cham is just becoming Lord Vader. God.
It's a real character arc.
Can we use the ship to see if we can track where he got teleported to?
Oh, it was the Klingon ship.
Yeah, well, I know. I guess there's... Yeah, okay.
Schreffler's like, yeah, Klingon's teleported aboard, sir.
Captain, my suggestion would be to maybe just let this one go.
We can't do that. Dash is our body.
Okay, you're right. Yes, I forget how much you
Body system.
Earthlings value things like friendship.
Is nobody just immediately pushing the other button that says incoming instead of outgoing and turning it on again? How do transporters work? I don't fucking know.
No, we can't just unplug it and plug it back in and get you back. I'm sorry.
You lock on to somebody.
Oh, okay.
Track their symbol, lock on, and
Okay.
pull them. It takes a little bit of time.
Oh, okay.
They would have to. They know that you're on the other ship. But they haven't started locking on. They could try to transport you back, teleport you back. But unfortunately, the Klingon ship just raised its shields.
Oh, okay.
That stops teleporting. What are Cham and Jerry going to do about this?
We gotta get Dash back. All right, Helms and Norseman, put the brakes on. We're stopping to get us out of the warp.
The Fieri stops, comes out of warp in deep space. So the Klingon ship starts turning to head back the way you all came. It does not come out of warp, but it has to make a wide arc, which the sensors on the Fieri can track to turn since it's moving so fast. But this only takes, a very short period of time, and soon enough, it is heading back the way that you came. Schreffler says it indicates it's heading towards the Gibson system.
All right, well, set the warp to chase. We're going to go after them and get them and communicate to the other ships that are coming that we're going somewhere else now.
Schreffler starts busily sending signals.
Captain, I just want to say one thing.
Yeah?
This is the worst casual Friday in history.
I don't like it either. Usually we have a good time.
Pass me a jalapeno popper.
Yeah, Daddy Goodle.
What?
I don't know. In my language.
Chamblavia. That's where Cham's from.
Well, he's a linguistics expert. He understands.
He got it. He got
I
it.
got it.
He got it.
That means poppers up. In my country.
Okay, so the Fieri jumps back to warp speed, pursuing the Klingon ship.
What's the fastest we can go in warp?
So I read some on the whatever the Star Trek Wikipedia is called. I forget the name, but warp 9 is basically the fastest you can go. Like warp 10 is essentially infinite speed, it said.
Okay.
And so after warp 9, it just is decimal points like warp 9.1, warp 9.2.
Okay.
Warp 9 is really, really, really fast.
Okay.
The Klingon ship is not traveling at warp 9.
Okay.
It's like warp 7 or something.
Well, we're gonna punch it to 7.5.
Okay, well we'll roll. So I mean, even if you catch up with them, like their shields are up, so you couldn't teleport anybody over or anything, but you
Right.
could follow them back. You just don't want to be outpaced, basically.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so how much power are you using? You've already used 6, right?
Correct.
I wrote down what the Klingon Bird of Prey is using. I'm gonna roll there. So they just got a 2, so it's difficulty 1, but how much power are you spending?
Well, we currently have 9, but power replenishes per sessions, right?
Well, at the end of a new scene, so if there, like, the way we're gonna play it, like if there's a significant period of time where the ship would be able to do it, it'll work. Like,
Okay.
since the past couple scenes have all been kind of the same incident, like the same episode, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't have made sense like the ship suddenly got more power midway through the journey. Like,
Sure.
So yeah, you might still have to use power like at the beginning of next episode if there's a fight. Like I'm not going to let it just suddenly have free power.
Okay, I'm gonna use 4 power,
Okay.
and I need to roll.
Ship's engines plus con.
Okay, it's target 13. It's a 3 and a 2.
Okay, well they only got 1 success and they spent no power.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think you have to spend at least one. Yeah, so they spent one, but they're trying not to tax their engines.
Okay.
Yeah, so you quickly catch up to the Klingon Bird of Prey. It is heading straight back to the Gibson system.
Give him a little bump.
Helmsman Oarsman looks back. Captain Champ, it doesn't really work that way.
Okay, you know better than me.
Yeah, if I were to bump them at this speed, we would both explode and die.
Yeah, that's bad. That would hurt.
But I'll do it for you.
But no, we don't want to hurt Dash.
That's the priority. On the other ship. Sure, all the Federation crew would die, but...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be a few hours before you reach wherever this Klingon ship is going. Are you guys doing anything in the meantime? There's not much you can do, but maybe some stuff.
Well, I guess since we've got time, we need to interrogate the Vulcan prisoner.
Okay. He is in security, of course.
Okay.
In a cell previously occupied by a Klingon. There's some blood on the floor. Who is going to interrogate him?
Jerry'll go down and talk to his fellow planetman.
Okay.
So Jerry goes down and he greets the Vulcan by saying, I brought you a gift. It's quite possibly the pinnacle of Earthling civilization. It's called a jalapeno popper.
He had been laying on the cot. He sits up. I do not eat such barbarian food.
Oh, okay. Apparently you're from the area of Vulcan known as Fancy Pants. Why don't you just, let's cut to the chase and let me know what the hell's going on here. What was that signal you sent out, and why did you escape from our security team?
He looks at you, raises an eyebrow. Yes, I am perhaps being too fast. I will try one of these jalapeno poppers.
So I slide him a jalapeno popper.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's some sort of...
Some sort of device to go
Yeah.
through the force field.
Yeah, it's
So,
like Hannibal Lecter.
Right. It's a drawer in
Yeah.
the force field.
Yeah. Force field drawer.
Okay, Todd, roll your insight and security.
Insight and security will be a target number 11.
This is difficulty 2.
That's an 8 and a 4.
So he gets I assume it's just a small tray of jalapeno poppers.
Yes.
He sits down on the cot and is kind of moving them around on the tray, uncertain. And then you see him slip something small inside one of them.
Generally, the poppers go into the body. We don't stick things in the popper. They're already chock full of flavor. You want to pass me that particular popper back over here, buddy?
He grabs it. I don't think that I will, actually, Vulcan.
Jerry's going to set his phaser to stun and stun.
Okay, now you're going to have to bring down the force shield. He
Right.
instantly shoves the popper in his mouth. You're going to have to stun him, take down the force shield, and stun him before he can get it
Okay.
swallowed.
What's the difficulty?
I can say it's pretty tough. I mean, all he's got to do is like chew twice and swallow. So I think difficulty 3, security plus fitness works. I mean, this is about the speed of doing all these things in quick succession.
So fitness and security, that's going to be a target number 11.
Okay.
Would you like some threat, Kyle?
I would love some.
So I'm going to get an extra D20.
Okay.
There's a 3 and a 4, plus a 17 and a 13.
The shield comes down. The prisoner shoves it in his mouth, and you can see he's hurriedly chewing and swallowing. And then he gets blasted back by a phaser. He's stunned. Security officers run in, trying to analyze whatever it was he took, and he is dead. Meanwhile, we cut to Dash. This is a flashback to earlier. Teleports onto a ship. It's dark, and stepping out of the shadows in uniforms are Romulans.
Whoa.
It was the Romulans the whole time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean,
Yikes.
wasn't definitely predictable, but
Did they look happy or...
they do. Well, I mean, do Romulans ever look happy?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't
Maybe
think
at
they
a
have.
birthday party or something.
No,
I don't remember Eric Bana smiling a lot.
Yeah.
no.
I've never seen one going down a water slide, so I don't know.
They don't have a lot of water slides on Romulus.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Fieri does.
So what are my surroundings here?
You're on a teleporter pad on a Romulan starship.
Okay. How many?
There's 5 of them.
Okay.
They stun the shit out of you. And we're going to end there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's a whole crew of Romulans, Austin. Dash is cool, but he's not going to be able to fight an entire crew of Romulans. They will just keep bringing dudes, and we're not going to roll it out. And you are now a prisoner. So think of which support character you're going to play next
Okay,
session
I can do
as
that.
they have to rescue Dash.
Yeah, I was really hoping we'd cut over to the Klingon ship and they'd be all just laughing, having a good time, being like, best April Fools ever.
April Fool's Klingon, they blow up a ship.
And then the guy threw a beer at you?
The Klingons would have loved that story. They would have been like, that's a great fight. Well, so thank you to all our Patreon members. I lost track of how many got featured in this episode.
Yeah. Lots of Patreoners.
This is such a fun game.
Yeah, so hopefully that was enjoyable for you to listen to. We had fun playing it.
Thank you to our sponsor, Barrel and Bond.
Yeah.
Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway, downtown Paducah.
You can now teleport into the bathroom.
Can't
Right
get
from your bar stool.
Yeah, can't get out though.
No.
They got rid of the doors.
And thank you to Norse Foundry for the sweet new dice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
these are
awesome.
awesome.
Very beautiful.
So
We
many
got
different designs and
flavors.
They are delicious.
Mine tastes like metal.
My tummy hurts.
I got a dentist appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, these
But,
are weird candy.
You can look them up on Instagram. They got pictures of all their stuff on there, and it's really cool stuff.
They got internet places.
Yep.
They're on the interwebs.
Yes.
And thank you to you, dear listener.
Yes, thank you very much. We're forever grateful for your sacrifice.
Wait, what?
Sacrificing your time.
We hope you are enjoying Star Trek. We're going to play this at least a little while longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We see more and more people listening every month, and we can't appreciate you enough.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much.
We've had 5 listeners this month.
Yes.
It's amazing.
That means you told a friend, and we appreciate that always.
We appreciate the hell out of it, so much so you might find one of us in your yard. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'll be
we haven't really done a whole lot of advertising with this, so it's been mostly word of mouth right now, and hey, we're happy.
Yeah. I did get those billboards in Afghanistan.
Oh yeah, well,
78 of them. It was a good deal, though.
yeah.
Yeah, billboards in that, what, $10?
It was
American?
2,800, actually.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.
Yeah, Daddy Google.